All right. So, bibbidi bop bop, we should be on top.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
I heard myself, so this is good.
Good? Oh, perfect.
I heard myself, so this is good.
Good? Oh, I heard you too. Okay. All right. Well, welcome everyone. This is the technical difficulties we know on every Tuesday night here on Friends Who Roll Dice. I'm kidding, of course. Mostly. No, I'm all thrown off. It is Tuesday, roughly 6:24 Pacific. We are about to jump into the action, but before we do that, I want to talk a little bit about our partners here. We got SoNerdwear.com. Any kind of nerd stuff you want, they'll do t-shirts. They got stickers. If you want, like, Where's the Beef t-shirt for some reason, even though that's like a reference from, I think, the 80s. I don't know. If you want it, they probably have it. So go check them out at SoNerdwear.com. It's what nerds wear.
Wait for it.
And use promo code FRIENDS to get 10% off. I did not come up with a jingle for DM Emporium, did I?
Come on!
I had to replace a car battery, and it was a really stressful day. No, but
In a parking lot, right?
yes, DMEmporium.com. Head over there for all your gaming needs and GMing needs. They got your dice. They got some mugs because you're gonna want to drink something. They got dice trays because you're gonna want to roll in there, or else your dice will just be all over the place. So don't do that. Head over to DMEmporium.com. Use promo code FORWARD FWRD and get 10% off. All right, schedule. Tuesdays, that's us. 6 o'clock Pacific every week. Mondays, now the new home of Mind and the Martyr, also at 6 o'clock Rockin' Time. That's Pacific. So come check them out next week if you missed them this week. Right, I don't think I have anything else. Anybody got anything?
Strangely have nothing to announce.
Strangely have nothing to
This
announce.
just feels weird.
Yeah.
It
After
does.
a month of being super busy, it must be
Yeah.
odd.
That will only last for so long
Right?
until we start getting
Here we
busy
go. There's
again.
something to plug. Keep an eye out.
Well, we also have some emotes.
Yeah,
we
we
have
do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Newton Harlan became one? Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah, Newton Harlan. That's really what happened.
Yeah. Newt, with the help from Desmond, I guess maybe has an eternal flower ring.
It's awesome. It's so cool. Why isn't that something that's being used all over the universe? I see whole industries of plant-based decoration. Anyway.
Oh, you could get like nice like wooden ring and carve it to look like whatever. It'd be great. Where else was I? Okay. Tobias, you made a gun and ran into some evil-looking gnomes, and sorry, I'm very scatterbrained. So that's all I have for the recap. Anybody have something else to throw in here?
Wedding cake.
Yes, we had a big
It's a
wedding
wonderful
cake.
wedding cake.
There's some pixies on it.
Mm-hmm. Newt with the wonderful dress.
Yes, I have a pixie dress that changes color whenever I want and shows off as much as I like.
I like it. All right, so let's jump into this. You all are.
Oh,
Oh no.
his camera's a little off.
Ah! Okay, well I will
Zoom.
zoom.
Enhance.
Hans.
This made me think of the Power Rangers. That like
Zordon.
yeah, the
Yeah.
boob with the floating head.
Ah,
Jen knows all.
Jen is eternal. Jen is the most powerful of all of us. Jen is also muted.
muted, yes.
No, Jen is not muted. Jen can say
No,
anything.
Oh,
This is
We've been-
derailed again.
we've been foiled. We've been played. Shit. Oh, it's okay, folks.
There we
Professional
go.
streamers. Professional streamers.
We try.
It's
We
just
fail, but we
that
try.
that July heat coming in strong. Could fry an egg on my scalp. Scalp? Whatever. Okay, jumping in. We are still. I think we did a freeze frame at the end of last episode, and y'all were maybe about to enjoy some wedding cake, maybe about to get attacked by little evil gnomes. I don't know, but here we are. You all in this nice banquet room with a lovely wedding cake and just drinks and everything all around.
Oh, and there were just some, tense words between Newt and Tobias. Just
Yes.
a little-
Tobias is having, yes, a crisis of conscience
bit of
currently.
Oh yeah. Oh,
bit of
yeah.
a bit of a crisis. Yeah.
Crisis of
welcome!
conscience, a
You're
self-discovery,
welcome. Yeah.
whatever we want to call it.
All right. Well, actually, I've got a scene.
Forgot
I've got a scene that we can.
Where we left off, and I can't find my notes, so now I'm useless.
Oh,
That's
We'll
it.
give
Take me
you-
out of the campaign.
I got a couple moments for you. There's actually a scene that we wanted to do. So we're going.
We're gonna do this.
A few years. Oh, we're gonna do this. We're going a few
Alright, buddy,
years.
let's do this.
We're going a few years back, and you see a younger Desmond, and he's out in the woods, and he's kind of crouched over something that can't quite see yet, and he's looks like he's tinkering. And Desmond, you hear the voice of your mentor, who is taking you under his wing for, I guess, a couple of years or so at this point, say, Desmond, I did not bring you under my tutelage to play with foul things like these.
Oh, I know, but when an opportunity arises, why not chance, right? We've been spending all this time.
And you see, he points to the this bird that you have recently reanimated, and he just smites it, and it just turns to like ash in front of you. It's like, we prolong the life of the living, and we put the dead to rest. This is our way.
No, you're right. You're right. I guess I got my hopes up. I won't let it happen again. I kind of brush my hands with the ash off and pick myself up.
And he looks at you and he says, I'm sorry, but we cannot bring them back.
I know you've said that on multiple occasions, but I miss them, so it's hard to not want, but I know it's not right. Especially with all we've learned and everything we've come to know, it's tempting, but I know it's not right. So thank you for setting me straight.
I'll run along and check on the Goyles. I believe their youngest one is sick.
All right, I'll be back and I'll let you know.
And as you run along, you kind of look at him as you pass by, and you can see that there's a little bit of a gleam in his eye, and maybe piqued his interest a bit. We'll go ahead and flash forward a couple years, and you go down into the morgue where the two of you work, and it's pretty late at night, so you're not sure why you hear sounds or see, lights down there. And as you go to investigate, you see the town baker, actually Mr. Goyle, is not looking really well, actually looking quite undead. And you see Carmichael is studying them closely and poking and prodding.
I make my way down and kind of poking around. And last I saw him, he was not doing well. What's he doing here?
Oh, well, Desmond, you were not supposed to see this, but unfortunately, Mr. Boyle has passed along, but remarkably, I have brought him back.
Okay, questions, but why? I thought the dead are supposed to rest. They're supposed to let them go. It's gone. There's nothing to prolong. There's nothing to extend. The line's ended.
This is what I thought initially, but I do quite believe now that we can repurpose life after death.
Repurpose? That's you're saying it like it's an old shoe you've rebuilt. What do you mean repurpose?
Well, he does retain some working knowledge of, motor skills. And he gives him, he just has a ball of dough and he hands it over to Sir Boyle, and he starts working it like he remembers being a bread maker.
Well, I don't know that he's all there, and I want to take a look at him, and I kind of examine, the baker, knowing who he was, and I'm assuming I'm gonna look into his eyes, and they're likely glazed white over, and
Yeah,
he's
they're a
not
little.
himself.
They're a little nice. They're a little milky.
That's not him in there. That's an empty shell. What do you feel like the purpose of this? He's not at rest. It's wrong.
For now, he's not. His soul's not bound, but with a little bit of practice, I believe I can bind the soul to the vessel again.
I don't know. I thought this is what I wanted, but after seeing this just doesn't seem right.
Well, that is why you are still the apprentice and I am the master, so leave me be. I've got important works to do.
I'll take a moment, and then you kind of see me linger in the room and kind of give Carmichael this look of just, this isn't right, since he's, I'm under his tutelage or whatever you want to call it. I respect his wishes and leave, but with a lot on my mind.
And as the months pass, he kind of just gets a little bit more and more into it, and he's bringing in more bodies, and then he gets stuck on the idea that maybe they've just been dead too long, and he tells you that he's going to get a fresh one.
And I'm assuming, not to take your RP anywhere, but we'll probably be doing this over one of his failed experiments after a fresh cadaver is given up and failed him once more. And I'll look at him and go, no, that is bad enough that you've done this with people we've known from the town, or you've gone to the morgue, or I don't know where you got the one last week. This is enough.
Enough? Would you give up on your parents so easily?
No, my parents are at rest, and I would never want something like this for them. Not anymore. I know it's what I came to you with, wondering if there's any way to bring them back for their untimely demise, but no. No, nobody deserves this.
See him walk around the table, like, just looks frustrated. You see him playing with like some of his tools. He says, "Well, Desmond, I'm sorry to hear you say that.
We can't keep doing this. This needs to stop. No more."
Des, my boy, I believe we are just getting started." And with that, like, hands burst out of the ground from under you and like start trying to grapple you. And with this, you're using your spells, and you're just trying to like turn undead and getting the hell out of there, and like running from the basement. And you look back and you just see like the cellar doors open as you're running down the road, and you know the lights coming from behind him, and he's just watching you run off into the night. And that's where we can pop back to the present.
So I think we've all been drinking a fair amount, would be my guess. And they have these flowers, and they totally have like silver dust, and like you could go and you could take a flower, and like I think if you like got your face like sticky enough and you did like that, then you could like have silver glitter like everywhere, and that would be really cool. That would look really awesome. Or I could, with this dress, I could just, you know, it'd be
Yeah,
shiny.
very shiny.
It's a good. It makes sense. I can get us in there because I solved the puzzle, so I can get us in there.
The silver powder?
Yeah, like dust, silver dust.
Oh god, I don't think that would ever come off, huh? Be permanently sparkly.
Why would you want it to come off?
Fair point.
Yeah, no, she needed a flower, Briggle, like to do a wedding. You needed a flower with silver powder, and I don't really understand that part, but that's okay. It was fine, and it's cool, and yeah. Could we just stay here like all the time and just always live in the Feywild, because it's really cool and it's really nice and I like it a lot.
Really pretty here.
What do you think, Harlan? Do you like it? I like it here. I want to always be here. We can just stay here.
It's real pretty.
That sounds like maybe you don't like it as much as you're trying to make it sound like you do.
Oh no. I love it. It's beautiful. It's like
You're full of shit.
What
You
was the
don't
question?
like it here. You don't like it here.
Oh, I love
You
it
don't
here.
like it here. No, you don't.
I do. Look, berries.
Okay, where's better? What is a better place than the Feywild? Pick one place that is better. Because it's not Telkir. All right, like it's not Telkir.
I
Right?
like
It's
this
not
here.
Telkir. What? Yeah, but it's not better than this.
I said I like it here. I don't like Talcare. Fuck that place.
Right. So name a better place.
I didn't. I can't. Why are you yelling at me?
Oh, was I yelling? I didn't know I was yelling. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get really loud when I drink. Sorry. I'm gonna keep my voice.
I didn't even do nothing.
No, I wasn't yelling. I was just having fun. You didn't do anything. I'm not mad at all. It was just fun.
Oh my
It's
god.
it's better than the place where blood comes out of the sky.
My dad's like that one.
You
Here
know,
doesn't
Yeah,
back
he
and go
did.
and disagree.
Desmond, you are edgy as fuck.
What?
I said what I said.
I don't. And he's
Of
like
course, you would like the place. That
round
would get
shoulders.
blood.
He's like trying to figure out what the hell you mean.
No, that's not. That's okay.
She was joking, Desmond. That was a joke. It was. I'm not mad. I'm just drunk. Okay.
You don't even use
It was a
blades.
joke.
I don't quite get it. I don't know.
It was. You,
Okay, I don't know. Maybe tomorrow it'll make more sense.
it just means that you like to freak people out all the time. That's the thing that you do is you just freak people out all the time, and then you kind of like it and sort of like kind of who you are and kind of like your identity, even though there's actually more to you than that, but you don't really show it all the time.
Yes.
That's what she was saying.
Okay, I think
I'm impressed that you said. Do you take a breath in that sentence? Like, damn, that was like.
I'd
Impressive.
passed out.
I don't need to breathe.
I forget that that's a thing you can do.
Yeah,
Hello.
it's really.
Oh no!
Oh.
What?
And
Where?
just with that one comment, suddenly the wedding night makes a lot of sense.
Thinking more than she. It works for both. I want to dance. I want dancing. Can we have music? Pixies, can we put music on? I would like to have music and dancing.
The voice crack. Oh no, that was so cute. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, there's little pixies flying around and they're playing instruments. But
Okay, I'm gonna dance. Who's gonna dance with me?
I shall.
I was gonna say you better. I almost offered to. Get up there. Go on, you two.
I'm not quite as graceful as usual,
It's
but
okay.
I managed.
It'll be funny.
Listen, we're all a little toasty, and therefore we are all
Fine,
graceful.
I'm not gonna step on your feet, and it'll be fine. Or on you. It'll be fine.
Don't worry. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna take my hands and you're just gonna spin as fast as you can.
Okay. And I go to the dance floor and I do that.
Who's sitting next to me?
whoever you want to be sitting next to.
I'm waiting
No
for
one.
Tobias or Des to say something. Whoever's closest, I'm grabbing you, and we're dancing. So
Bias is
Well,
just
now
chilling.
nobody's gonna volunteer.
Okay,
so
I'm gonna
Bias is
grab-
just chilling, so you can happily grab him. He won't be happy about it, but
Desmond's
Oh, that's
actively
even
trying to
better.
hide. So
Oh, you can hide, Desmond, but there seems to be a.
You can't hide forever. I'll get you too, but I'm gonna grab Tobias first. I see.
Bias is like just finishing off a bottle. Just wait the fuck. Ragged off.
Oh, if there's anything left at the bottom of your bottle, Kepri will finish that. Be like, okay, come on, let's go. We're gonna dance now.
But that was from
Once they get to the dance floor, I'm not just spinning in a circle anymore. Now I want to show off. So now I'm attempting to dance well.
I realize this is the time to say that I'm not a very good dancer.
And I am.
I'm a really good dancer, and then I dance as well as I can in my situation currently.
Kepri's just moving. whatever the music is.
What kind of? I was gonna say, what kind of music is playing? Is it like, are we doing some kind of like weird ass like pseudo ballroom, or is this more kind of jiggy?
I think more like jigs.
Yeah,
I was thinking more jig. Like,
we're gonna say it's some fast-paced jazz is going on. It's like a little dancing. There's little horns blaring.
I was thinking like Leo in the Titanic sort of scene.
I will try then to imitate how the Pixies dance, because I don't think I've really danced to jazz before, but I've watched the Pixies dance and I've danced with the Pixies once. So I'm only so drunk. I'm sure I can remember all of that and dance well.
I guess it would maybe look like they're swing dancing. I don't know a lot of dances.
There you go. Swing dancing. I'm swing dancing. We're swing dancing. That's what we're doing.
That's what it's called. That's
swing dancing is happening.
Somebody's out there actually doing the Macarena. Yes, they invented it.
No.
Thought about the chicken dance.
oh no,
Swing dancing.
No.
Regardless, I look better than my sister.
Damn.
Yeah, shots.
It's her wedding night. You gotta give it to her.
You never came out to dance. I always went and I stayed out and I danced like until like early in the morning, and you wouldn't come out and you went to sleep, and as a result, you don't know how to dance.
True.
Yep.
As we go up, we start dancing. All this is going on. Then Tobias is going to be, fucking hell! I thought I couldn't dance. Look at you.
It's fine. Just drink more, and then I'll be a good dancer.
You're like two ball stampeding at a cow patch. What's wrong with you?
What the hell was a cow patch? What was the first thing? Who and what? Tobias, sometimes when you say things, I don't know what they mean. And I like to think that I'm pretty smart. Like, I read a lot, but I don't know what it means.
You're probably intelligent, but it doesn't sound like you're well-versed or well-traveled.
I'm like,
Not that much anyway.
Swinging by and I go, probably?
What is this dunk on Kempri night? Like, come on!
She said it. I didn't.
Defending you. He said probably. It wasn't me. I was defending you.
Come on, I'm not great at it, but I've danced well enough to be able to blend into certain social scenarios.
You.
Come on.
Like, while you're talking, I'm just like, oh no, oh look, you're spinning now.
This is no. Just stop myself. Just.
After spin real
That's
fast,
not how this works.
That's not how this works. Then how does it work? I don't know. I'm just copying what I've seen other people do. You're supposed to spin a lot, and like that's dancing, I guess.
Jesus and Bogart, get over here. I'll just like. I'll literally grab Kepri by the hands and just be like, right, this is how we do it, and just attempt to teach her how to basically dance. Otherwise, it's not great.
Oh, you're teaching her while she's drunk. I'm sure that's going really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do an intelligence.
Intelligence?
Yeah.
Intelligence?
Yeah, to see.
Would it be Dex?
No, because you're like you're learning the steps.
I mean, as a bard, I was hoping for performance.
If you can remember them.
Intelligence.
Oh, I was talking about Kepri, but yes, you
I
can
was
roll
gonna say.
Dice don't fail now. Okay, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Just straight intelligence?
Yeah, I mean, you could.
That is an 18!
Oh, okay, yeah, you're actually picking it up pretty well. And Tobias, you're a little surprised. Well, you might be a little surprised because it's like, oh, okay. Now
She is swifty, but she still got it.
Oh, you're sober enough. Just about. Newt still looks better, though, I assume.
I'm good. Also, as I'm dancing, I'm having my pixie dress change colors, just kind of as I feel.
Oh, Sleeping Beauty style.
Yeah.
At the very end, where they're
I'm gonna like change it colors as I dance like different interesting colors. And like I just got this dress, so I'm just learning how to make the skirts just like swirl just right and show just enough leg and just like right to where it needs to. I'm working on that.
I approve.
I love it. Good. Oh, and then we're dancing. and I learned how to dance.
Come on, Bruegel, Des, you should come dance too. Everybody should dance. I think everyone should be here dancing. Come on,
Preferably
dance.
together.
Come dance.
I just got a new fresh drink, and it's.
So it'll just still be good when you get back to
But
the
it won't
table.
be cold.
We'll drink it real fast, and then it won't be a problem.
We're in a
Chug,
party of people
chug,
full
chug,
of magic. What are you talking about? Everything's going to be cold.
That's a
Get your
dumb
ass over
excuse,
here.
Desmond. Come dance.
Chug, 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 chug.
And he crushes his drink, and just because it's nude, he listens.
Oh, yay!
And surprisingly, not a terrible dancer because he grew up in a tavern.
Right. So she'll actually like at one point just be like, Harlan, just a sec, and she'll go over and dance with Desmond for just a little bit, and then go back to her.
Oh, that's cute.
I didn't want him to dance alone the whole time.
Where'd the Bruegel?
Well, I know Bruegel didn't come to the dance floor, so you know. I didn't.
You see,
It's
Bruegel,
just the awkward guy in the corner dancing with the wall.
No, because I danced with you.
I feel like Kepri would go back and forth between Tobias and Desmond. And then while dancing with Desmond, like she'd be looking over at Tobias, like, am I still doing it right?
Sure.
You know,
Sure.
Capri, you could
Yeah,
ask someone who's
you're right.
good at dancing to teach you how to dance.
I don't know.
Hey, ay. No need to fire those slings and arrows at me.
I'm not. I'm just
Okay,
telling
then.
the truth, and you know it.
Pretty good, but I've learned decently enough to get me by.
Drunk Newt's got claws. Like,
Damn!
No inhibitions.
Tobias is gonna like after that, as Kepri begins to move back to Des, Tobias is gonna pull her back and try harder.
oh, dance off.
It's like no.
Wait, pull Kepri back?
Yeah, you
Okay.
go to dance with Des, and as soon as Newt says this, I grab you, just go no, and try
Okay,
dancing
I'm
better.
still okay. That's cool. But like, no, wait. I'm gonna spin you around and I'm gonna push you towards Des to make sure that he doesn't get left out. I'm gonna dance by myself.
For some reason I had the picture of like the spin, Des is ready in like the romantic like swing pose. Tobias lands. It's just we're not talking about this.
got it. And he like
It goes-
grabs your hand, spins you, and then pushes you away.
Goes back to like Commander Shepard dancing. Just
Commander
I'm
Shepard.
comfortable with two guys dancing. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing. No, it's just that Desmond would just be
oh
like,
no. It was more just the shock of like,
yeah.
oh, all right. Yeah, no, we're not talking about this.
He
Oh, sorry.
expected Capri and got Toby.
If
Yes,
it's
Toby.
dancing, it needs to be consensual.
You see, Bruegel is kind of they're dancing it up, and they start like floating in the air, and it's a little bit like Beetlejuice, and then she's dancing around, walking
Yes.
around, and everybody's like, "Whoa, Bruegel, you got a dress on. Come on, you can't be floating above everybody's head like that." She's like, "Don't mind me."
Don't listen to them, Bruegel. You're fine.
It does. Look up.
What?
Just look up.
Like, okay. And he looks up.
You look up to
Bruegel.
see Bruegel doing a spin, and her dress is like flowing around, and yeah.
How is she? What? How?
That's what you're worried about right now is how the dress and she's flying.
I wish I could fly. What about you?
Yeah.
Dude, what's it like to fly?
I start to levitate with Harlan
Oh, you don't have to show off.
and dance while levitated. This is what it's like.
Oh, now I'm just jealous.
You don't know what it's like. Love somebody. No? Okay, cool. Let's just be out here.
We'll say y'all just kind of party throughout the night, as it's kind of like I guess after a wedding party, and I don't know if anybody wants to do another scene, do another scene, or else we can just kind of fade to black and open up on a new day.
Wait, a whole new day? Can't we just do stuff later in that day?
Yes.
Like, I would say, like, after things calm down and people sober up and hydrate, there's a sort of lull and then so monastery.
Yeah, after another glass of water or 2 or 10.
Oh yeah, baby.
Just like if we're gonna do it,
These
I don't
pixies
want
go
to.
hard.
Yeah, we should. If we're gonna do it, we should just go soon.
If that's what Newton Harlan think, then yeah, I'm on board.
Just, get it over with.
Me as well.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm kind of interested to see the monastery myself, actually.
Is it one of those you don't have to you're not meant to come as shoes kind of monasteries, or is that a different?
No, you can wear shoes. Oh,
Right,
why would
cool.
you not wear shoes? Oh,
There's been a couple of instances where I've been in, like, never mind.
okay.
Story for later.
Oh, all right.
Tobias is going to, I believe it's Tobias that has the shadow stone thing, teleporty nonsense.
Yeah, we wouldn't let Desmond hold it with the mask.
Yes.
Yeah.
I so wanted to play with it, though.
Tobias will go ahead and pull the stone out. Just. Anyone remember how to actually use this thing?
As you're asking that question, you all have noticed that it's kind of gotten chilly there. Like, it's just a point now where it's like becoming a little uncomfortable that you've can recognize that yeah, the temperature has definitely shifted here. And
Oh.
looking around, you see like a couple 100 feet away, there's a tear in the fabric of the Feywild, and on the other side of that is the desert where y'all came through before. And in that desert, and stepping into the Feywild, is this seems to be like a small army. And at the front of this army is a man dressed in like full body armor, and it's like blood red, and it's accented with copper, and he's just got this huge red cape billowing behind him. And you see like skeletons and other undead creatures are spilling into the Feywild behind him. And there's also this giant fucking elk. And sitting on top of the elk you see a older gnome woman and a younger half-elf. And Desmond, you would recognize this man as the harvester.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Your old boss, Carmichael. And Harlan and Tobias, you would recognize these people riding the elk as your kin, your mother and daughter, Tobias's daughter, Harlan's mother. And
the rest of us would recognize Harlan's mother too. We've seen her.
This is very true. And you kind of hear this booming voice. And says, "Hello, Desmond."
Carmichael. Is he advancing on me, or he's just
There? Yeah, the whole army is just kind of slowly marching in your
When
direction.
you say small army, I feel like you need to define what you mean by small army.
You see probably about 20, 30 undead shambling around him.
Uh-huh. Okay. You know this person? You know this person? Who is this person? And where's Bruegel? Does anybody know where Bruegel is? Where's Bruegel?
Yeah, I know him. This isn't good.
Bruegel? Bruegel, you should probably be here. Where are you? Bruegel?
I start baking a spell in my hand.
That's that guy, huh?
Yep.
And as he's marching closer, he says, "We are only here for the mask at the moment. You all can leave with your lives."
What do you need it for? If it's got anything to do with you, I know it's not good.
The time for questions and answers are done between us, Desmond.
Fine, I'll ask. What do you need it for?
Looks over at you all. Says, "I will not ask again."
I feel like I can safely speak for the group here when I'm going to ask you to just pour yourself a nice tall glass of fuck off and get out of here.
And the spell baking my hand gets a little bit brighter.
I want to spend a key point to find out the status of the spirit in Harlan's mother.
Okay. Is that like sight or touch or?
Spirit reading, I don't have to necessarily touch a target. It says I do. Never mind. Well, you know what? I'm going to touch the ground that she's attached to. She's on an elk. I'm going to see if I can, because I've been able to read things from a distance before. So I'm just going to kneel down and touch the ground and see if I can figure it out. I'll spend a key point on the risk.
Sure, roll a percentage die.
How where I roll 2 die and then I add the...
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
a
quite understand how this works.
2d10.
35.
You're picking up a lot of spirits, and it's kind of hard to single anyone out.
Am I picking up any that seem normal and human? Well, normal and gnome.
It's hard to tell because you have all the people that are residing in. Yeah. He looks to Desmond again. Desmond, perhaps you should join me.
You should turn around before I make this worse.
Yeah, I think we already told you to fuck off, so.
All right. And they are going to cast...
Does my baking spell give me advantage on that by any chance? So I can go first as I see them start to cast?
Sure.
So I want to hit Carmichael with banishment.
All right, read that off for me, please.
Attempt to send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence. So they must succeed a charisma save. So my target's 15.
Ooh, okay.
It lasts for a minute, I believe.
You
That's
might
pretty
guess that their charisma's not super high.
Fingers
He
crossed.
doesn't seem very charismatic, I have to say.
Sucks. How's that negative modifier?
Yeah, so he rolled a 15, but he's got a -1, so...
Yes!
Yes!
Fuck you and the
But-
horse you rode in on. Oh no!
Hold on, but...
No.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Oh, no.
What level of spell is that?
4th.
Oh, I think I know what you're
He's gonna counterspell it.
You actually see Soifrit, Harlan's mom, counterspell this. And DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So, okay. Sorry.
I'm sorry, what?
Fuck. Alright, digital dice. I'm gonna fucking throw this computer out of the.
So she tries to counterspell, but it does not work.
It does not go off. Yeah. So for the moment, you have this undead army and no harvester there.
So I'm
But they're-
holding on to the concentration, and I'm assuming the undead army is just locked up because he's gone.
Yeah, they all stopped, and they're probably still about a good 300 feet away.
So you see me holding it, I'm like, we gotta
Ooh.
go.
Yeah, well, hold on. Okay.
I could go grab her. I'm really fast.
So looking at the two on the
You
elk,
sure?
are they turned? Are they normal? Are they?
I could find out. I'm really fast.
No.
We got 50
She's
seconds.
right here. She's right here.
You already know.
You don't know if it can be fixed. We could figure out how to fix it.
I'm not risking the only family I have for a dream.
40 seconds. We gotta move.
Okay.
We gotta go.
Okay. Figure out how to make that stone work. I don't know. Do we all just hold hands and wish? I've heard that if you click your heels together, things happen.
At this point, I don't think we have much choice.
Harlan subtly tries to click his heels together.
Nice.
Who remembers how it works? I don't.
I think he said you just think really hard about the place that you're supposed to go. That's why I tried to see what that place looked like that we were supposed to go before. So here, just hand me the stone, and everybody hold on.
20 seconds.
Tobias hands the stone over, not breaking eye contact from the mounted rider.
And I'm gonna think really, 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 really hard about one of the remote places in the monastery where Kepri and I used to be able to hide when we were up to no good. Somewhere out on the grounds.
And I'm gonna link my arms with Newt and with Tobias, and I pull Tobias really close.
Okay, and as you're picturing this place, and see it kind of just solidifying in your mind, and the wind picks up around you all, and you start to feel like your circle is shifting. You see the harvester pop back in, still 300 feet away, so not anywhere close, and they unleash a plague of insects on you all. But as that spell comes in, you're bamfed out, and you find yourself in the Shadow Realm, and it is dark and spooky, and you're on a road, and looking either way is just the path is just covered by trees on the top, so there's just no light from stars or anything like that, except for everyone give me a perception check, please.
Not a perception check if Doug doesn't complain about it. Doesn't count.
I hate that sevens look like ones.
I don't need to complain. I rolled a 19. I finally
11.
noticed things.
Are we all rolling?
Yes, please.
Natural 20!
Oh, you had to show me.
18.
Solid 11.
Nice.
Tuba guy's back. Apparently he's part of the Shadow Realm.
Dudes.
I think so. Yeah. with the natural 20, 19. Sorry, Jen, what'd you roll?
19, I think.
Okay. Yeah, you see, looking to the left and down the road, you see these two green lights, and they're coming up pretty fast, and you can hear like the sound of like multiple footprints, or the sound of multiple footfalls, and these lights are coming up quick. But with those higher perception checks, you see that there are actually two young like white dragons that are, they've got like, they're harnessed and they are dragging a carriage behind them, and it is like bolting up towards you at the moment.
This is not the monastery. Just in case anyone was confused, this is definitely not the monastery.
This was pretty intense. I wasn't sure.
Everybody sees the dragons pulling the carriage, right?
Yeah, I feel like we should move.
I think,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay. I kind of since we're still connected, kind of pull the group off of the road.
Yeah, moving.
Is there anything to hide behind?
Yeah, there's forest all around you. You could kind of duck behind a tree if you wanted.
Yeah.
But as this carriage gets closer, you see at the helm is what looks pretty skeletal, because it's comprised of like bone and steel, and they're kind of dressed like a cowboy a little bit, and they stop like right where you all dipped off the trail, and they look towards you. Said, "You all were looking for a ride?"
What do we do? I don't. We could just go talk to him. He knows we're here. So maybe
I'm like
we should just,
super on edge, but
you know what? I'm just gonna walk out and be like, "Did you come for us? That's you came for us? Oh, you're gonna probably need to move stuff around. Did you? Is it a ride for us? Because I used the stone thing. Is that what you do?
Yes, I'm moving things around shortly.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, well, you called the taxi, and I'm the driver.
I mean, it's not exactly what I wanted, but I always wanted to ride in a carriage.
isn't that a thing you do in your wedding, anyways? I think it's pick you up and
Go on a carriage ride.
sure.
I mean,
Harlan.
okay. I want to insight check this guy though before we get in there.
Sure.
8. I'm too excited by the idea of a carriage ride.
They seem on the up and up.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, what does the carriage driver look like?
Yeah, I was just gonna confirm.
they are a warforged, but they're made of like bones and silver, like metal to fill in all the pieces.
Yeah,
And
Des is not having it.
They are dressed like a cowboy.
I have no problem with this. I'm
Favorite
like,
NPC.
yes.
Favorite NPC instantly already. It's got everything I need.
Yeah. No, I'm good. Dude has no problems with this and is like, okay, guys, like carriage with dragons and stuff. Are we right? We're gonna ride in this?
Yeah.
Can I insight him just because I'm like cautious because he's undead?
Sure.
That's a nat 20.
Yes, this person is very much so telling the truth, and you kind of get the sense that they maybe don't really even know how to lie. It's just...
So as I walk up to the carriage, I'm like, I kind of give him the whole ocular pat down. And what? That's nothing wrong with that, Doug.
It's just funny.
I know. And kind of ease up a little bit as I start walking towards the carriage, kind of getting a sense that this guy's not of any danger to us.
And you see they hop down and they walk around the back and they kind of open the door. The name's Franklin McGillicuddy. Named by the Cthulhu. I think they donated
Yay!
3 weeks ago.
That's a great name.
That's awesome.
I approve.
What do we call you all?
I'm Newt.
McGillicuddy is an awfully common name around my parts. Interesting.
This is my sister Capri.
Hi.
This is my friend Des. And this is my friend Tobias. And this is my This is my husband Harlan.
Oh. Well, it sounds like you two recently got married. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Where is this taking us? Where are we?
The monastery, right?
We can get
Yeah,
there from here.
Oh, this is the Shadow Realm. We travel between the realms, or the planes here, and I am the way to get from point A to point B.
You know, there's water between here and the monastery.
I have a feeling that's not going to be a problem here.
Not gonna be an issue.
The carriage floats.
Magical mumbo jumbo. Probably more accurate.
He
Just making sure.
he points to the front of the carriage and he says, "Well, we also got Smash and Dash over there, and they can fly."
The carriage is gonna fly.
Best names.
Smash and dash. Smash and dash. I dig it.
Okay.
pretty
All right. All right. I'm gonna get in the carriage. Is it that? Are we all gonna go in the carriage?
Yeah, it seems
Okay.
pretty good. I think we'll get there quicker than we would have before.
I mean, the Feywild's really nice, but I don't hate this place yet.
A little
Oh,
dark, but yeah, so far so good, it seems.
A little dark? For you, Desmond? You sure? Seems pretty on brand, to be honest.
Yeah. Maybe even a little much for me, but we won't get into that.
Everybody stop the fucking presses. Something's too dark for the Edgelord. Alright.
So Newt gets into the carriage and actually grabs Harlan's hand as she goes and squeezes it really hard, and it's pretty clear that she's acting very upbeat but is aware that bad shit just happened and she's trying to give you fake happy.
We'll just squeeze back.
I'll give this place time. You'll learn to hate it. All right, everybody on board. We got a long way to go and a little time to get there. Saddle up.
We're in the back of the carriage, like the Warforge is in front.
There aren't any saddles here. I don't think we need them in the carriage. Do we? Do you don't ride saddles in a carriage. That's not right, right? Okay.
No,
Yeah, no, it's just, no, we're okay.
he's
Yeah.
been drinking.
You could all hop in the back. If somebody wanted to, they could ride up front, but you could all jump in the back.
And is the thing covered, or like if we were to talk amongst ourselves, could he hear us? I'm asking.
Gotcha. No, it's covered, and yeah, it's like full on. Like he's basically in a separate compartment.
Okay, so like once we're in the back, what the hell just happened? Like,
We avoided a disaster for one. That was close.
That was the guy from Desmond's story. That was the guy.
Yeah.
I
You guys have all
gathered.
officially met Carmichael.
how
How'd he find us? How'd we get away?
How'd he find us?
I don't know. He wanted the mask. Maybe
Has he seen the mask before? Could he scry on it?
he never spoke of it during my time with him. I didn't know there was a connection to it with him. No clue.
I don't know enough about magic, but wouldn't you have to be familiar with an object to do a locate spell?
Yeah, he needs to know what it is. Kind of have an idea what it looks like.
Couldn't he do that on
It
Des?
could be a stretch. Yeah, if he knew I had it for whatever reason, he could definitely scry on me and locate me.
I mean, I'm kind of more interested in how did he cut a giant hole in the Feywild so that he could march a whole army of skeletons into it?
Yeah, he's obviously come a long way since we parted. As proven by the small army, quote unquote, that he brought with him.
I look to Harlan and Tobias. How are you guys feeling?
I'm all
Kind of
good.
give Kepri a look. Sorry, Doug. Go on.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Fine.
If he knows where the mask is, and if that's what he's tracking, then we could expect we'll only have a certain amount of time on the other side before he finds us again. Hopefully this time without his cavalcade of fuckery.
That sounded really dirty. I don't really know what that is. That's not
Army
really...
is his zombie army.
Oh, okay. That's a funny way to talk about zombies. Okay, sorry. Yeah,
Tobias. I mean,
I know.
Either way, we might not have a whole bunch of time before we end up running into him again, so...
I hope
What's
they
the plan?
didn't attack Bruegel before they left. We just left them there.
I think he'd be more scared of Bruegel than the other way around. Have you seen her?
And why did she disappear? Where was she?
Maybe she knew something was coming.
I don't think she would have just left us to him. I don't think so.
No, but maybe she was the one that told them we were there.
She
No,
knows
I-
more than all of us. She knows more than all of us. She has a plan. I'm sure.
She's got to know
Not sure.
something.
Not sure what that plan is, but I don't think she threw us to the wolves. Newt.
I know she didn't. You didn't need to tell me that. I knew that.
fact of the matter is, if Carmichael's after the mask, if it's not there, what's the point in staying?
I'm just worried about them. I don't want, I like it there. That's all.
Yeah, no.
No,
We just left them, like we left the camels and
Well,
we left the
hopefully-
one guard and
Bruegel will be able to handle herself.
left
Yeah.
other people. And
Bruegel's probably got other people that they can rely on.
Fingers crossed. 'Cause
Also, I feel like Carmichael's gunning for Dez.
yeah,
It's
that's
gunning
not
for the
inaccurate.
mask.
And the mask, yeah, we have it. So hopefully they don't have a reason to stay. And
On the bright side, and at least I know I can push back a little bit. It hasn't gotten so powerful that I can't at least control him a little. So
we could have tried to fight them.
him, yes. Army, I don't know.
so
Just didn't seem like the time.
We've had a bunch of skeletons that we fought off before.
Yeah, a handful I can do. Small army, I don't think so. It's our time. We'll get there. I just didn't feel like that was the time or the place, and we needed to get out. And I'm sorry for the brash decision.
Secluded area surrounded by allies. An area we know, spent time in. No, that probably would have been a good time. But we left instead.
I would have thought if we wanted to.
My concern was not being prepared.
But hey, now we're in a flying carriage with
Yeah.
dragons, so
So maybe the monastery can give us some insight. Think they would know anything? Even about the mask?
I
why
hope
would they?
so.
They're not going to just talk to us. We're not going to just walk up to them and say, hey, remember us?
No, I
Let's
get
have a
that.
conversation. Let's have tea. That's
What
I
about
think
somebody they
think
don't know, like myself?
I think they can probably disguise themselves and get in while we sneak in. And we can probably get to the library.
Not a bad
Why
idea.
would I sneak into the library?
Hmm?
Why would I sneak into the library?
That's where they keep all the information.
Everything you just saw Carmichael do, he got from
Down.
books and history.
Ah,
Maybe there's something about the mask.
Is there a spot where Abbot Mother would have kept stuff for herself?
oh, absolutely.
Her
You know where it is?
her cell, like her room, like maybe she was
Oh, there's
there.
a lot
like,
of secrets in the library.
She had like her own little section in the chapel. There was a part of the garden that she really liked where she did her flowers.
There's
These all sound like solid places to go and look. Maybe we'll find something.
This is all going to be reading, isn't it?
Yep.
I mean, I'd rather not be alone. You don't have to come with me, but someone should, because when I read, I don't pay attention. So,
Stand guard.
yeah.
That's fine. I can do that.
Okay, so Tobias and Kep are going to try to sneak into the library, and then what are the rest of us doing?
Run interference? I'm not sure. We'll hash out something a little more solid when we get there and try and hold their focus.
Remember that if our presumptions are to be correct, it's best to assume they are. We are only going to have a limited time here before he shows back up, so let's make sure we're not split up for too long.
Well, and there's Maladir who's there. He's there. So
Another problem in of itself. You're right.
So maybe splitting up
hopefully-
is the best idea. Are you sure the library is the place to go? Are you sure there wouldn't be a place like the garden, wherever, that Abbot Mother might have a little hidey hole where she was squirreled something away?
Can definitely check her room again, and there are some secret hidden parts of the library.
Okay.
PM, since we grew
Yes.
up for 13 years in the room right next door to Abbot Mother, and we're very, very attuned to her because we were sneaking around all the time. Did we notice any place that she might have secreted stuff or squirreled stuff away, or anything that would have been a place that was special to her?
Huh. We'll say, yeah, you would guess that there's something in her room that she, has probably hidden things, and then, yeah, aside from that, you just know that the other place that she spent a lot of time would have been like the garden.
Yep.
I mean, everybody's got a secret hide stash in their room, right?
Right. Exactly. No, of course.
Or under the floorboards, I don't know, something.
Okay, so then if we're not going to split up, and I think that's smart,
Now what?
No plan we've made so far is gone, so let's get there and see what happens.
I'm not okay with get there and see what happens. The moment that we land on that island and somebody spots me and Kepri, they're gonna know who we are.
Well, Harlan's got his little box of tricks, doesn't he?
Yeah, we can disguise ourselves.
Yeah.
We could always go ahead and crack open those kits, Harlan. See if we can go ahead and keep people camouflaged enough, but then as soon as they open their mouths, they'll know.
Or we could be brave. We could just say who we are. And maybe enough of the monks who knew us will still be there. They'll protect us. Maladir is going to expect us to sneak around, right? Like, that's what we did all the time. That's what he always thought we were doing. He always suspected we were sneaking around. That's what he's going to expect. What if we just march right up there and say, this is us and this is our home and we have a right to be here and we have a right to know, and we just let him be surprised and see what the rest of the monks do? And the worst thing that happens is I'll just hold that stone again and we'll disappear.
Is that what you want to do?
I don't want to sneak into my own home.
Okay. We'll march to the front door.
What do you think, Cap?
I like the idea of that. I guess I'm conflicted because it kind of feels like we're running out of time. And we've been found once. And I'm anxious to get information and get back to that library. I know there's something in there. And I'm worried if we march up to the front door, we're not going to be able to get there. Is my only concern.
You sneak into the library and I'll march to the front door and I'll distract them.
That I can get behind.
Right beside you.
And the thing with that too is that I point to the ring that we share. We'll know where we are. So we'll be able to find each other.
I also know where the library is.
Well, yeah, but if I don't know if anything happens to you though.
I mean, maybe they moved the library. That's possible. Maybe they moved it. I don't know.
That's a lot of books. I don't think. I
know,
hope they
that would have
didn't.
been a lot of work. I really hope they didn't. And they were
At least
so
we weren't
dusty,
there.
so
I mean, if they did, like at least we weren't there for it.
they would have made us do all of it.
All of
It
it.
would have all been us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's happening?
I'm occasionally, if there's a window in the carriage, just glancing out to see if we're flying. Just every once in a while. Also, I'm still wearing the pixie dress and have no intention of changing. I'm going to march right up to this monastery in like the most like swoopy dress.
What's the scientific term for that dress again?
Swoopy.
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 At the moment, you're still in the thick of the woods.
I love it.
But the dragons have picked up enough speed where you look down and you notice that the wheels are looking out. You see the wheels are not really moving.
But the scenery is moving.
Yes.
We're in like a Warner Brothers cartoon.
Hey, have we seen that tree?
Yeah, what? Oh.
Weird.
There's that river again, and that dog. What is that dog doing out here?
Man, there's a lot out here, and it all looks the same.
You hear like a knock on the front of the carriage. It says, "Well, gang, it's gonna be about a day's ride from here, so if you want to get some shut-eye, go on and get some shut-eye."
It'll take a day.
Like, it's hundreds of miles, so this is the fastest way.
Shall we take shifts still?
I mean, I just thought that this was like a magical carriage. I thought you were kind of cool, but you know.
Distance is distance, my friend.
Yeah, we'll take shifts.
Not really tired. I'm awake for a while.
Desmond's already sleeping.
No, I am just so jealous of the fact that he can do that anywhere. It doesn't matter where the hell he is. He just seems to fall asleep. Look at this. And he stays asleep too.
I think it's because he spends so much time around dead people. Well, he knows how to.
And you
act
see him
like
kind of like roll over on his back and like unintentionally cross his arms.
one. See, he just learned how to act like one.
Well, that's that's all well and good. Harlan's gonna quietly shuffle over and try to uncross his arms.
Takes a little work, but eventually.
Rigor mortis has not set in yet.
Hold up. Can we make him do funny poses then?
Do you want to fuck with him?
Kinda.
Okay. All right.
I
Let's
have
do that.
no idea how.
I don't really have anything to use to fuck with him.
Harlan's gonna take out his disguise kit and make his face up to look like a zombie.
Does it really change that much?
Like a worse.
You like start working on it going, fuck, this is not working. Like,
somehow it still looks like Dez.
How does he look so much better and younger? What?
Oh look, we gave him some color. He's finally looking alive.
Yeah, I guess it's everyone. So it's just you two up at this point.
I don't know if Kep went to sleep. And Tobias.
No idea about the other two.
Yeah. Tobias is up, but is deliberately just not getting involved.
Okay. Yeah. Why not? If the two on watch give me a couple of those P rolls. Perception. That's the.
That word that makes you see things.
19.
It's many.
You're busy with the makeup.
This is not many.
Yeah, you can tell at this point that you're starting to like shift and you're climbing. And like looking out the windows, you see the trees are. Some of them are falling below you, but there's also some just like that are as high as skyscrapers.
Look. Come here. Look.
What's up?
Look, we're flying.
Holy fuck.
I know, right?
Ooh, okay. Okay, so let's all agree. Don't open the door.
No opening the door. I'm sorry.
Or
Couldn't do anything else.
it's not on you. It is what it is, and it's been that way for a while, it seems. So
Let's watch the trees. This is really cool. I've never seen the top of a tree before.
yeah, let's do that.
Put her arm around him and again hold him just a little bit more tightly than usually she would. Like point out the prettiest ones.
He nods gamely. Yeah.
Look, that one's really tall.
Mm.
Look at that. And that one is like greener than all of the other ones, and that's really cool. guess it's the Shadow Realm. So that one's slightly less gray than all of the others.
Yeah, it's
That's really cool.
a little bit more gray. It's less gray. Yeah, and you can it's like kind of like a sea of like fog out there, and you can see things kind of in the distance swooping in and out. Yeah, it does look kind of cool though, but maybe a little spooky. Who wants to do next watch?
I don't know how well Newt falls asleep. Whoever's doing watch is another thing. I'm just not sure if it's going to sleep.
Might be a common problem at this point.
Desmond's still out hard.
I think everyone's. I was gonna say everyone apart from Desmond is restless. I think. Tobias will take next watch, since he's kind of already up-ish anyway.
Also, not exactly the most comfortable place for 6 people to sleep or 5 people.
Yeah.
To sleep.
True,
Yeah,
sure.
it would be a little cramped.
Yeah.
Tobias sees nothing. That is a 5.
Nice. You do hear from up front though. It's like I hear one of you say that McGillicuddy is a common name in your parts.
That'd be me, yes.
You ever meet a man named Jebediah McGillicuddy? Jeb.
Have I?
I don't know.
Do you want to have? Like, I think this is just like a fun little thing that he's trying to do.
Roll a history check.
Roll a history check for Jebediah McGillicuddy. All right. Natural 20.
Ooh. Yeah, you do know this specific branch of the McGillicuddys. He was actually a pretty famous like inventor in your parts. And you'll hear up front, what the fuck was his name? I already forgot. Is it Franklin McGillicuddy say, yeah, well, Jebediah was the one who kind of patched me back together and I guess gave me this job.
Sounds like both a good thing and a bad thing, because, I mean, doesn't seem like you like this place, but hey, you look good, so, pluses and minuses.
It does have its ups and downs.
Because flying, right, good joke. Uh-huh. I'm sorry. What's this Jebediah? What's up with him?
Oh, I suppose he's probably off doing more wizard stuff. I haven't seen him in 500 years. He could be dead, though. That's always a possibility.
Always. Although at this point, I've seen stranger things.
You found your way out here. I imagine you probably have seen some strange stuff.
Something like that. Although I feel like whatever I've seen, these people have seen fivefold. Well, I hope he stops by to say hello sometime.
Yeah, that'd be nice to catch up with him. Maybe trade places. Who knows?
Go out and experience the world. Would be nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get maybe some sun, a tan if possible.
I don't think that's I don't sure. For sure. No worries. You we'll see if we can get you a tan at some point. Yes, absolutely. Tobias will kind of mumble to himself a bit and then continue on his quote unquote watch with a grand total of 5.
Yeah, as it's like pretty dark out there, your human eyes aren't picking up too much.
Ah, yes. Didn't factor that into the equation either. It's dark. I have no dark vision. I'm a human.
Am I
All right.
giving off any light?
That's a good question. Are we still glowing purple now that we're not in the Feywild?
Oh yeah, that too.
You do still have the purple glow, but it seems a bit more dimmed here.
There was definitely a time when I stated the obvious and went, "Hey, Harlan, look, I still glow."
Yes, you do. You're very radiant.
Isn't that no? But I'm what? I was meant. It was talking about purple.
You glow very nicely. It's beautiful.
Isn't that cool?
And yeah, I guess Kep, have you been up this whole time, or I guess a little catch up there? This is basically an overnight trip, and we had a couple watches. Dez is asleep.
Did the last watch get taken?
Yeah. Oh, the last watch. Yeah, no, that hasn't not been.
Okay, I'd take the next watch then. So probably I'm not awake. So I'm not giving off light. Sorry, Tobias. Well, maybe I am. I don't know. I'm a fire person.
Bright eyes burning like no. All right, let's move on.
Whoever you choose to wake up, basically at this point.
Yeah, I'll go for Capri because Newton, Holland were already doing one watch, and Dez is sleeping like the dead. So
I see what you did there.
it wasn't really that clever. Yeah, I'll go wake up Capri.
You may have missed it. I sleep, and I actually literally put my arms across shoulder to shoulder. So it's like looks like I'm dead.
Also, he has makeup to try to look him like make him look like a zombie, but it just made him look more attractive.
Yeah, as Tobias wakes you up, you look over and see Dez has like had a little makeover, and maybe it looks zombie-ish, but it's...
I have this strange urge to da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Anyway.
Damn it. No Addams Family references.
Those would be perfect. But, you know.
Like a distant
Right.
cousin.
Cousin Des. Distantly related to Cousin It. Anyway. So, I'll
Tobias
wake
will go
up.
ahead and slump as you wake up. Just slump as far away from everybody as possible. Pull up a little bit. Just Toby needs a little time.
And Kipri's gonna sit next to you.
Damn it. Yeah, fair.
Not like right next to you, but like close-ish. She's not gonna know what to say, so she just kind of I think I feel like she wants to give you something to like fiddle with, and she's fidgeting with something because like she doesn't want to pat you on the shoulder because like, oh, I don't know if that's okay. So I think out of her bag she's gonna pull out like this really like worn old book that she's been carrying around, and it's I don't know, it's some story that she's read probably like 100 times, and she's gonna be like, you might like this.
We're starting off strong there, lass, but don't know if you noticed, it's really dark. And I have an issue. It's kind of hard to see. Not sure I'm going to be able to read that very well.
Produce flame.
Appreciate it, but we don't want to be waking everybody else up.
It's worth a shot.
I mean, it's a small carriage. The only one who's sleeping is Dez. And he sleeps like the dead, so read away. Do whatever the hell it is.
I think I'm all right. I appreciate it, though.
Sorry.
You don't have to apologize for anything. It's been a weird day.
Oh, that's putting it nicely.
Indeed. A very odd one.
Don't really don't really know what to make of any of that, so.
Well, I mean, what else can you say in this situation, really? I don't really want to ask too many questions. I don't really expect too many answers, but well, if I was on my own, I would have walked in with a very unclear head. And that's a very good way to make terrible mistakes, so it's thanks to all of you that, well, we have a decent chance of working through this.
I hope so. It's the best we got. So.
It's kind of weird.
Which part? Other than all of it?
The part that I almost feel happy. Sounds twisted when I put it that way, but I know what she is.
Yeah.
It's weird that that's a happy thing, considering everything going on. It's been a little bit jarring, you know. We've been from all the nonsense before to the shitty news to these two wonderful people getting married, and now we're here, and it's just it's been a day.
It's been a few months. It's been a lot. I hope we can. I don't know what I hope for. I hope for something. So.
Ice's gaze kind of wanders off. You know, those big furry things, they were kind of cute. I mean, not those exact ones, but you know. I think I might set up a farm of them.
Which furry things?
The elk.
Ah.
appropriate use of the emoji of the emote.
That is what that emote was made for.
Who? What?
Honestly, I thought you said fire.
The big elk, the big horn things. I think that's what I'm going to do after all this.
That'll be nice.
Something to look forward to. Haven't had that in a while. Sounds good. Tobias will kind of just fall silent. A little smile on his face.
Yeah, Capri does too. And she's smiling. Does anything happen on our watch? I'm looking out the back and checking for things.
Oh, glad you asked. Can you give me a perception check?
Yeah, it's not as good. Okay. 11.
You look out the window. You think you hear something, but you're not quite sure. And like as you're sitting there, ooh, okay. You see this very, I mean, it's about, I guess, a fruit bat size bat, but looks a little more vicious and not like kind of like a cuddly puppy. And it swings right at your face and hits you for is 4 HP.
You didn't even ask if it hit. It just hit.
Well, they rolled a natural 20, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna hit.
Well, you don't know that.
So there's just a random bat that just showed up?
Or
are the windows open?
The window's open, and it has flown into the cabin with y'all. And you see a couple more are like scritching their way into the cabin.
I start to kind of push them off and like close the windows. I'm not actually freaking out at them at all. I'm just like, oh, here, out. Like, let me close the windows. I didn't even know those were open. Here. No, don't come under the carriage. No, go away, go back.
You're like,
go back. I'll use
help.
a little bit of my wind stuff to kind of like them in the face so that they don't want to come in.
Oh wait, which do I have? I don't think I have. Nope, never mind.
Okay, yeah, we'll say with the wind and whatnot, you kind of managed to corral them out, and you're like, get out, okay, get out of here. Then slam the shutters.
Yeah, every time I like one in the face with the wind and it kind of goes back, I'm like, sorry, it's just, you're just not supposed to be in here. Sorry, just go. Yeah, no, just out.
Yeah, I'll help Newt with that.
Then I'll go back to sitting by the window with Harlan and pretending that I can't hear this conversation.
Oh, I didn't know you guys were awake.
We're totally awake.
Tobias is too out of it to pay attention.
Yeah.
So he's just saying it.
And Desmond sleeps through it all.
Yeah. Kev
Cool.
continues to watch out the back and yep.
Yeah,
as Britton said, blow the bats away.
Blow the bats down and you blow them away.
Yo ho, blow them away.
Yeah, we'll say the rest of your watch goes by uneventful and kind of in maybe a little awkward silence, as well, maybe not awkward silence, just you can like, yeah, but it's like almost like you can hear how quiet it is, aside from like the subtle breathing of Dez. He's got like a nose whistle.
Oh my god. That sounds correct.
And every once in a while, he like stops breathing for like a couple beats, like oddly, and then catches.
That's on brand. And you just hear under Tobias's breath just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Like just when you're like, he's gonna breathe, he gets like a big.
I can't believe Des has sleep
There we
apnea.
go. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, maybe if he uses minor restoration on himself, he can get rid of it, but it's, he wears it. Do you want to wake Des up for the last watch, or are you all just kind of collectively
I
hanging?
mean, we're all
We're doing
awake.
4 watches?
Yeah, like I think
we're awake.
after
I'm definitely
everything, there's no way that Newt's
Yeah.
going to sleep.
Let's just get this travel out the way kind of thing at this point, I think.
Yeah, and it's relatively uneventful. You can, again, you all can sort of feel like I almost said plane. The carriage start to tilt downward, and you hear McGillicuddy. He's like, "Well, we're coming in for a landing here soon, so everybody keep all your limbs in the cart."
And that's when Desmond wakes up.
Just as we're landing, I'm going to go ahead and check both my pistol and my rifle and just give him a once-over. Just because Tobias feels like he might need them.
Harlan, should I leave the pixie dress on, do you think? Do you think I should leave? Should I just switch back or just leave it?
I think you should wear that. Not all the time, but like whenever clothes are deemed appropriate.
Okay, that works for me. Also, I don't think like the monks would really like it a lot, and that's okay.
No, fuck them.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Did you
Kind
all
of on
sleep as
purpose.
well as I did? This realm, I don't know, it's dark. It's oh my god, that was a good rest.
Sure did, champ. Everything's great.
Oh, good. Figured y'all must have got a good rest at that long travel. It's so somber and floating. It was a great sleep.
Sometimes you speak, and I just become even more concerned about you.
I take you didn't sleep well then?
No. Just yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Yeah, I feel great.
You've never looked better.
Well, thank you.
Just like really, you look a little younger, bit more. Like you have a bit more color to you.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, it must be
Really?
something with this. I don't know what it is with here, but I guess that must be.
the Shadow Realm is a mysterious place, my friend.
I guess so.
And
Yeah.
it's kind of a good place for you. It sort of fits you. So it makes sense that you'd be like,
I don't know. What do you mean?
well, it,
Look,
yeah. I
I
don't,
slept. I don't know.
it's just creepy here and you're creepy. So I was saying that maybe it like makes you feel better. 'cause you're,
Oh.
like being in it. Like I really liked it in the really pretty place because it fit in. And now we're in the really creepy place.
You're saying I fit in.
You fit in.
Oh, okay.
everyone's gonna squeeze.
Maybe
me.
that's why I slept so well.
Just a little squeeze.
She'll just look at him and smile and then shut up. Actually, she's then going to start concentrating really hard on trying to make her pixie dress like shiny silver. Not like super, super lame, like, matted, but like shiny.
Okay, yeah, it
Tastefully
shifts.
shiny.
It shifts, and you got some shimmer going on.
Okay.
Tobias, are you looking through like your ammo and whatnot?
I'm just, taking stock. Obviously, I have the magical ammunition, but I'm probably checking my regular as well, just in case anything goes horribly wrong. And checking over my guns and just making sure that they're in working order. Just general maintenance. That's all it is. While occasionally there's an audible little chuckle from this conversation currently going on.
Yeah, and as you're looking through, double check in all your stuff. You find Bruegel's silver tooth in there.
That is a very specific item. Okay. I'll go ahead and kind of 2 fingers. Pull it up to my face. Take a look at it.
Why do you have a tooth, Tobias?
Gonna be honest, dude. Not a feckin' clue. Don't know.
It's made out of silver. Is it heavy?
But here. I'll kind of like pass it over.
Okay.
It's clean, it's clean, don't worry.
Is it light like a tooth, or does it have like a little bit of weight to it, like it was made of metal?
It's got a little heft to it. Like, it definitely feels like it was probably made out of metal, like it's all silver.
Well, here we go. If you have a tooth that's made out of silver,
Aye.
make a necklace?
And it's like actually like kind of ornate. It's got like inscriptions on it and like a little jewel in it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Definitely make a necklace. No.
Just kind of look at it, just go, does anyone know where this came? I didn't put this in here, I promise.
Is it recognizably Bruegel's?
Yeah, you all have spent like a couple days with them, so you would actually probably at this point spent weeks with them, so you would be able to tell that it was their tooth.
Yeah. It's Bruegel's tooth.
Did you say there's something inscribed on it?
Yeah, it looks like there's a little like ornate design like just etched into it, and then like a little jewel in there.
As in a language or a pattern?
Roll inspect for me.
Roll inspect.
Investigation.
No, I'll take it. Roll inspect. I like that. Inspectigation. That is a 17.
It you're not quite sure. Like it's pretty. Like it's definitely in the form of a design, but like there might be lettering, but it's pretty tiny.
So I'll go ahead and take a look at it and kind of like squint my eyes close, and then out of my sleeve, Prism slithers out and also takes a look, and I'm like, enemy way. Nope, no idea. I don't know. A token, maybe.
Or it's
I'm not
magic.
gonna overcomplicate it.
Maybe it's
That'd
magic.
be nice. That'd be real nice. Anybody to find out?
I don't know how to know if something's magic.
Let me see that for a moment.
I'll hand it over to Des.
I just want to see if there's any sort of magical aura or anything, since I'm like proficient in Arcana.
I mean, do you got any spells to do so?
Oh, you won't let me just like look and see? I don't even know if it will care what it is. I just want to know if it's magical.
I mean, it came from a genie, so you probably could guess that there might be some magic on it.
Yeah, it came from a djinn, didn't it?
It's the summoning Bruegel tooth. You bite on it?
See, that's the solution that you came in to. I was gonna put it in the rifle and shoot it. And see
Yeah, you know what? I seriously thought I was gonna see like that's an awful fancy bullet. I don't know. Can I look at the gem or something, or see if there's anything I recognize on it?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a. Well, let's go ahead and go with the Arcana check. Here.
It's a great time to roll a nat 20, isn't it?
But I didn't. No.
No, it totally did.
I know, I just thought that would be funny.
That'd be the ultimate way to screw with people. It'd be
Oh,
a great
that's-
time for a nat 20,
Okay.
but I rolled a 3.
Put that in my back
Natural
pocket.
one.
It'll come out. 20, nat 20 plus 4.
Okay, yeah. Looking at this and just taking a close inspection of it, you see that this is definitely some sort of spell.
So do I recognize the inscription as a spell or the gem? Or just like the whole
It would be
item
like
is-
the inscription and like the rhythm of the text, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'll just look at it and go, yeah, this is holding something. That script isn't just any sort of writing. That's some sort of spell this thing's hanging on to. I'm thinking, I don't know if we have to break it or trigger it, but this wouldn't have ended up in your pocket for no reason.
Well, I mean, we probably shouldn't break it or anything if we don't know what it does.
We don't. This might be another ditch effort, dire situation sort of item. Pull the ripcord.
So, just to be straight, probably not a smart idea to shoot it then.
We don't know. Maybe.
No, don't do that.
I mean, no. We don't want to see what
I found it
happens.
in my ammo bag. I thought it was like, oh yeah, use this as a bullet. That'd be
He
wonderful.
raises an excellent point.
Whatever.
Maybe we
It's
should
just
point.
Brugel's way
figure
of
out.
messing with me.
We should probably figure out what it is first before we do anything with it.
It was in his ammo bag with all of his other ammunition.
No, they're right. They're both right. So if it is something powerful or something that's going to help, and I go
Yeah.
ahead and fucking jam it into someone's head, that's probably not going to do very well, is it?
Just
Does
keep
are
it
you
close.
able to identify things?
Yeah, it's a spell of some sorts. We're just not sure what.
Okay.
I see it.
It was given to us for purpose, for sure. That something like that doesn't end up in your pouch for no reason.
Yeah, usually
Wanna
if
take a
you
look at it?
if you lose a tooth, it doesn't just like fall into someone's bag. That would be really weird. Although we did find a toe in a bag once, so I don't know. Maybe.
Aw,
yeah,
Yeah, but we
I'm
took that bag.
sorry.
We took
we
that
found
bag.
a toe. Actually, Harlan took that bag and found it. We found a toe in it.
The toe was
toe.
in the bag.
Yeah.
Like,
From the Woollyverse. No, I mean, you didn't take it with. We didn't keep the toe. That would have been, I guess. But we're gonna keep the tooth. But it's prettier. The toe was gross.
May I see the tooth?
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'll go ahead and pass it over.
And he's gonna make a big show of it, like he's actually trying to read what's on it. He's just gonna secretly rub it a little.
I get it.
It came from a genie.
Yep.
Anything
I see
happen?
what you're doing there.
Genie of the
Oh.
tooth.
Yeah, you rub it, and yeah, you could kind of feel like the gem on it, and you could feel like the tact of the script, but you're just like, feels like a tooth. It's a little sharp.
A little disappointed that no genie popped out, and he's just quietly, "No, I have no idea what this does," and give it back.
I'll go ahead and take it back and just look a little confused. Just put it somewhere. I don't know where would you put a tooth? I don't know.
In your mouth.
Under your
Have-
pillow.
No. If that is the
You'd
way that this
probably
magic
get like a
activates-
lot for that one, though. Like a
Uh-huh.
lot. You'd get a
Mm.
lot of money for that. Just
Just
wake
find a
up on a
check.
pile of coins. Yeah.
This is why the tooth fairy's in business. Pay dirt.
Okay.
Mr. McGillicuddy?
Yeah, we're coming in for a landing here in 5, 4, 3. It just lands down. I hope you
What
all
happened to the 2 and the 1?
Yeah, I gotta have some type of fun while I'm out here. Hope you all enjoyed the friendly skies of McGillicuddy. Don't hesitate to call again.
Your exits are here, here, and here.
How do we get out of the shadow realm to the actual real world, though?
Just take a moment and, I guess, kind of do the same thing you did in the wherever you came from, and you'll slip right through.
Okay. I go out of the carriage. Does it just still look like a road with trees?
Yeah, it looks kind of exactly like where you all got on.
Yeah, because it's a Warner Brothers cartoon.
Conspiracy theories by Newt.
And the Animaniacs open the door for you.
It's Queer Heist Crew.
Yes! We've come full circle.
Yep. Multi-universe. All right, I'll walk out of the carriage.
I'm behind Newt.
I'll go ahead and jump out as well.
I hold the stone.
Ready to do this?
Yep.
About as ready as we're gonna be.
Is that a yes? Hey, hold on.
Worked once, it'll work again.
Then I start to think about the same place.
Yeah, and you get this same sensation that it's like the spot you're wanting to go is like actually forming in your head, and like the wind picks up around you all and kind of catches some of the fog, and it's just enveloping you. And then you pop through to Ilkatip. The lawn?
Yeah, out somewhere there's a lot of grounds for the monastery, and there are a lot of places that we would sneak around and play. So I'm trying to go for like a place that's not frequented by the monks, that's a little bit hidden, like a little copse of trees or something like that.
Yeah, okay, perfect. And yeah, you pop through, and when you land, you look around, and the wind kind of dies out, and the grass in this area is basically like up to your chest and
Over your head.
and it looks like these grounds haven't been kept up with.
Here, sorry, Harlan, you can get on my back so you can see.
No, this is lovely.
It's okay. Didn't used to look like this.
And looking around, there seems to be just a cloud hanging over the island, and it's just a little gray in the area, and you don't really like, there used to be just sounds of lots of people and like children and the ever constant like bung bung of the like bells and stuff like that, but right now you don't really hear any of that, and you don't like see any signs of, I guess, habitation.
Right. Follow me to the front door. You sure?
Oh god. You guys are heading to the front door, so I'll probably try to find somewhere to sneak in.
Okay.
I'll follow Kip.
Are you sure you don't want to ride, Harlan? Because you're not going to be able to see if the grass stays this.
I would really love a ride.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right.
This world isn't made for me.
Okay, and I guess, Des, are you going with Newt and Harlan?
I don't know. Let's let the dice decide. How's that?
I'd kind of like you to come with us since they're sneaking and you're not super sneaky. And 3 people sneaking is easier to catch than 2.
Sure, I can come with you guys then. That works.
Look at what the dice decided.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
so,
more sense.
so
His
you're
strategy this time.
carving a path up to the front gates, and yeah, looking at the cobblestone in front of the gate doesn't, like, you see little kind of piles of sand have built up against the like wooden large gate, and yeah, it's like a little drift bank, I guess, if that helps paint a better picture.
Any footprints in the sand?
No.
What's the wind like?
Right now, not too heavy, but like it is an island, so like it picks up here and there.
Any smell of incense on it at all? Or food?
None that you can detect.
I don't know if anybody's here.
I say this seems like this has been quiet for a while.
How many
Wow.
were here?
Like 100?
I'm not much of a tracker, but I wouldn't say there's 100 people here, and they haven't been for, yeah.
Quite a while.
Well, no fear of trucking forward, at least.
Keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah, just because the rest of them aren't here doesn't mean Maladir isn't somewhere around.
While Kep and Tobias are making their way through, do we see any? Are there any bodies on the ground? Skeletons? You know, anything like that? You're muted.
Just looking around, you don't. Yeah, you're not seeing. Doesn't look like anybody's like died here. It just kind of.
No signs of a fight.
Yeah.
Full quiet, don't you think?
Yeah. It's weird.
I thought there were meant to be loads of annoying strict monks everywhere. It's kind of the picture you both painted.
That's what we remember.
Keep your eyes out. Just in case.
Going up to a window and peering in. No one in there?
You make a perception check.
19.
Yeah, looking in, it don't see any people. There's not like any signs of a struggle. You actually see there's like the table was set for like some meal, but it looks like it has been actually sitting there for a minute, since there's like dust settling on the tabletop.
So weird. Yeah, I guess, can we open the window from outside?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simple locking mechanism. You can just put like a dagger or something in there and pop it open.
Yeah, go in through the window.
Still quiet. Something doesn't feel right here.
Yeah, nope, I don't like this one bit.
Yeah, and looking around, it's like, the beds are made. There was definitely a meal on the table that did not get consumed, and just looks like this place has been unoccupied for a bit of time.
Like, passing by bedrooms and things, like, are people's belongings still there?
Yeah, if you take some time to poke into rooms, like, looks like all the clothes are still like in their cabinets or drawers. There are like even some clothes like laid out on beds and just like shoes next to the door.
And no signs of a struggle, like, it looks like they just disappeared.
Pretty much.
Okay. I haven't used this before. But I'm gonna close my eyes and like hold my staff, and I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Ooh, fun. What's I forget, what's the range on that? Like 30 feet? And it lasts for 10 minutes?
Yep, 30 feet, 10 minutes.
Okay. In this area, you're not really picking anything up?
Okay. I'm gonna make my way towards the library.
As you're walking around, we will jump over to the other group real quick. What are y'all doing?
As we're heading up to the door, too, one of the things that I'm doing, and I'm still keeping my voice low, but I'm also pointing to different places and I'm saying, like, that's where we'd all go and we'd watch the sunset over there. And that used to be where we grew fruit and vegetables, like right over here. And the tuba guy's walking by again. Sorry. And that's where the monks played the tuba, right over here. Like
The
right around
sole
the coast.
person left in the town.
Yeah, it's just walking around with the tuba. The old legend of the tuba monk. Anyway,
Tuba
so I'm
that's canon
ghost.
now.
Yeah.
That's canon.
Yeah, like there used to be like a big flag and they put different colors depending on the season, like right on this side of the building, and I'm just trying really hard to like invoke what a beautiful place it used to be, and share that as we get up to the front door, and we go past the gate and we get to the door. Is it closed? Is it open?
The door would be closed.
I'm gonna try to just open it.
Can you give me a strength check?
Not my strong suit. I rolled an 18.
Yeah, you push on it and it seems like it's a little jammed, and you kind of like spread out and fucking just put your shoulder into this thing, and you eventually just crack it open, and you kind of spill into this like courtyard, and like a couple of the trees that you yourself like watered and like trimmed and whatnot have died, and there's just kind of place just looks like a shell of its former self.
I mean, we could just shout and see if anybody's here, since the whole point was to have people show up. Or walk around the dead
We can
monastery.
try. I don't know. Seems like this is long lost. I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely
Sounds
seems
like it was
long
beautiful.
lost. Yeah, it was.
Maybe we should find the others. They can't be far behind.
They're at the library. That's not going to be any good. And we could go to Abbot Mother's room and
Sure.
look around there. Okay.
Maybe hold off on shouting for now,
Okay.
just until we have a sense of what happened.
Any footprints anywhere?
Only your own so far.
All right, then we're gonna head to Abbot Mother's quarters.
Okay. We will pop back to Captain Tobias. What are y'all doing?
Still heading towards the library, and I'm still learning things. I also have Oh wait, no. I want to use detect magic first, and then when that wears off, I'm going to do something else. But yeah, making my way to the library. Muted.
I know. I was just singing that dumb song, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, as you're strolling along, and I mean, the place is a pretty decent size, but it's not that large. And you get to the library, and you're not really picking anything up. There's like some statues around that give like a very faint like aura, but these are ones that you know to have been like prayed at and like kind of doted on and whatnot. So it just maybe there's just residual from the monks that had been there.
Okay, so if I'm not picking up anything magical, then I want to use my divine sense.
Okay. What does that do?
I can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet.
Yeah, you're not picking up any undeads or fiends or celestials. It's kind of like radar's going off, but nothing's flipping.
There's nothing here. Are the
Well, you can
books
kind of
still
look
there?
around and you can see that nothing's here.
Like nothing. Like I want to head towards the part of the library I used to hide in.
Okay, and I guess the books are all there, albeit like very dust covered. And go ahead and jump back to the other group. Y'all are making your way to Abbot Mother's room.
And I'm even naming the monks who used to live in each room as we pass. And like that's the one that taught me how to do makeup, even though she wasn't supposed to. She got in a lot of trouble, but she did. She taught me, and that's the one who would sing with me all the time. And that's the one who would help me take care of the animals. And when I found a dead bird, like help me like do the burial rites on it. And none of them are here.
There's no sign of anything anywhere. Like at this point, I assume that everybody's just kind of scouring for any clue.
Yeah, opening the doors, seeing what's inside.
Yeah, looking around, it looks like this place has been vacated for at least like a decade.
Dude, where was Melody's room?
Do I know where I would know where Melody's room is. They didn't move Abbot Mother, did they? She
Yeah,
kept her quarters in
you would probably
Hikazone?
know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Down this way, he got the second biggest quarters. He was kind of pissed about that actually, because we wouldn't move Abbot Mother. But yeah, it's over here.
Sorry, just out of character. Is that right next to Abbot Mother's room?
I would say it's down is it DM right next to Abbot Mother's room?
It would be down hallways a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna pass Abbot Mother's room and then we're gonna get to his.
Okay.
And mine and Kep's too.
You want to go in your room?
Yeah. See if anything's in there. Kind of left all our stuff behind when we left.
We'll stop in there.
So the first place then we're gonna look is Abbot Mother's room.
Okay, and going in there, you see it's like it's been pretty ransacked and kind of like in a very disrespectful way. Like all their stuff's just like all over the floor. And how about if everybody wants, they can give me a little investigation check.
I know where some of the places were that she would hide things. Any argument there for advantage on investigation?
There's an argument there.
Any persuasive argument there for advantage on investigation since I know where all the hidden compartments are?
Sure. We're about 9 o'clock here. That works.
I rolled
Oh.
22.
I rolled a
24.
1 and a 6 anyway.
Nice. Harlan, what do you got?
24.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I think Newt, maybe you see like the level of like dis.
She found it like right away and he never even been. What's in
I
it?
know, but he never lets me try, and he's so good at it.
You're real close, but don't worry about it.
I know. I'll get you one of these days.
What do we find inside?
Sorry, I was reading the chat. Yeah, going down, it's like you see, it looks like a little, maybe like a root cellar. But as you climb down in there and look around, and
I'm holding the thing. I'm like there in the wedge so that it does not close while he is climbing down.
okay, Harlan, looking around, you see Desmond. Did you go down in there? Are you?
I'll follow behind.
Yeah. Harlan, looking around, you see a bunch of like child's art, and it looks like it might be. It looks like it was probably done by one of the twins, and it's just kind of like papered all over the place. And Desmond, as you're looking around, you see this hand mirror, and you pick it up, and you see that like somehow you can kind of see both Capri and Newt in it at the same time.
Like the
Like
beauty.
Like in
like
the mirror?
current Capri and Newt.
Yes, like sorry, there's like 3 questions there, but
Sorry.
yes, probably to all of them.
So I look in the mirror and I see Newt, and I look up and I can see Newt in the mirror, and I can see Newt,
Yes,
and then I can see Capri sneaking around.
yeah.
Interesting.
Hey Newt, why don't you come on down here?
Oh, okay. I can't really see down there. But okay.
Is there
I
like
can go
a
down.
little candle or something down there I can light?
Yeah, there's probably a few candles around.
You know, Desmond casts light on an inanimate object.
Okay. Any specific object? or
Finds
you
another
just-
potato and finds another potato. and looks
Random
past
potato
it.
light. Oh wow.
Less, yeah, it's lighting up the room, and like Newt, as you come in here, you definitely recognize like a lot of this artwork is yours and Capri's, and like some of it's like stuff that you thought was just like lost to that you lost as a child, but like secretly Versana had just like stolen it and like hidden it down there. And she's got a couple books down there, and there's like a notebook on a desk, and like it's just getting the sense of the room. You see all of the like the warmth that she did not show you in life.
Oh, I didn't know this was here. I never saw this place.
Looks like she saved a lot of stuff.
I did that one. And kept that one. And that was from that week that it just rained and didn't stop, and we did the same one together, and we kept fighting over what colors to use.
Did you happen to know about this? And I walk over with the mirror and I hand it to you.
Oh God, what do I see when I look in the mirror?
It looks like she may have been watching over you.
Imagine the hotel mirrors where you're looking and you can see yourself for miles and miles and
Yeah,
miles.
I was gonna say,
I
like,
think it would
it's-
be like that effect a little bit. And it's like,
Whoa! I don't understand how she didn't know where we were then. I don't understand why she would hide all of this. Why
Probably to
wouldn't
protect
she
them.
let us see this? Why wouldn't she let us see this? It would have made a big difference that let us see this.
Sometimes when you know someone's looking over you, you can't really live on your own, I guess. I don't know.
No, that's not what it was.
Do you think that's possible? She was just protecting how special you were to her.
Why?
Look
What?
what happened to Maladir.
I would rather have known and been sad. I would rather have known. I would rather have had something to be sad about. We need to find Kep. We should get Kep. Kep needs to come here. She needs to see this.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'll go get her.
And looking around, does this stuff look like it's been like sitting here for a while? Like it's all dusted. Like when it picked up the mirror, was the handle covered as if it's been kicking around as long as everybody else has been gone?
yeah, pretty much actually longer, you would think. Thank you for the raid, Thread Raiders. Very apt name, I guess.
Thank you guys. Love you all.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, you see there's pretty much like a layer of dust on everything on the desk. Like she's got some books that she was going over. There seems to be like a little notebook. There's like a knife. There's a couple pencil, like I guess not pencils, but like pens and like inkwells. But like nothing looks like it's been touched anytime recently.
I don't think we should split up. We should all go get her.
Sure. Yeah, I don't think there's any danger of anything at this moment. So let's go find her and we'll come back together.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll pop over. You've gone to your, I guess, secret area of the library. What are you doing in there?
My secret area, the way that I pictured it, I think. So it's like the back corner of the library, and it's the stone walls and these really tall bookcases. And there's one that looks a little different. This is me. Feel free to tell me if this is actually there. But I feel like Kepri had seen that this bookcase was actually a door.
Okay, sure.
So yeah, Kepri's gonna walk over and she's gonna pull a book down. Nothing happens. Pull another book down. Another book, another book, another book until it opens.
Okay, yeah, it takes you a couple of guesses because it's been a while, and maybe they have moved the mechanism around, and it just starts to slide to the side, kind of pushing the books on the ground away.
I turn to Tobias.
All right. Still the least weird thing that I've seen today. You want to go ahead and I'll got you back.
Okay. I'm gonna produce flame And I'm gonna walk in downstairs. I don't know if it's just a room or if it's one of those spiral stone staircases. Who the heck knows? I walk in.
If it's just a room, I'll stay by the entrance. If it's more than that, then I'll head down with you.
Yeah, it's not a large room, but you see that there are just kind of several there's like a large like kind of working bench and several scrolls in there, a few books. You can get the sense that maybe this was like some of the more like sacred readings that they didn't just leave out for anybody to peruse.
I'm gonna look through them.
Okay, yeah, well,
You can send me the rest of the stuff, but definitely like I'll look over the rest of it when I have more time. But I'm looking for anything about the mask, anything about anything relevant to what we're doing.
okay. Reading around, you're not really seeing anything about the mask at first, because you're just kind of, I mean, can take some time. There's a lot of scrolls. You're just picking around intermittently. You do stumble across a name, Reza. And from what best you can tell is like this was someone who was just at the monastery like before y'all came about. And we'll pop back over.
I'm like on my way out, just keep glancing back and kind of going slowly. But then once we get out, I'm like beelining to the library that we need to get Cap to come and see this like right now. And I'm very quiet. I'm not really saying much. Definitely tears on my cheeks.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
And I'm actually like surging ahead because I forgot I'm super fast. And then I slow down and I slow down and I slow down. And then finally like, Harlan, you get on my back. Just, and then I'm going quick.
It's fine. I'll catch up.
Okay, I mean, I won't. Okay.
yeah, and it doesn't take very long. It's like, I mean, it's not super far away, and you, I don't know if Kep would have told you, but I mean, yeah, I guess you would see Tobias out there standing guard. Anyways,
Where's Cap? Where's Cap? We need Cap. Yeah, we need Cap. We need Cap. Cap.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
In there. Go.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Go ahead and stand to the side.
Cap, come here. You really need to come. You need to come.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna grab those scrolls that I think are important. I'm gonna shove them in my bag and follow.
Harlan found something.
Oh God, what?
No, it's just wait, and I'll show you. Okay, we'll show you.
I take your hand.
So we head back.
okay, yeah, and again, it's not super far, so a couple minutes. You probably passed Des on the way back.
I was gonna say you passed Desmond on the way back, and I was just like turning around.
And then I go, okay, down there. I'll come with Harlan. Can you come with too?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Just go
give you a
look at the walls. Yeah, just look at the walls. Just come.
I go down. I walk over to the walls and just like touch the drawings.
Do you remember you made that one after somebody told us about horses? And we didn't really know what colors they were?
How was this always here?
Oh no. I drew that one when I was like really, 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 really mad. Like really, really mad at having to do a whole bunch of chores, and it's like a giant pile of potatoes. Um, and and then they're all X'd out. I mean, she even saved that one. She saved all. This is like some of these we just like threw in the mud. Look, you can see that one. It was rained on. She must have picked it up outside. Why didn't she show us?
I don't know.
At least it's here. This whole time. Oh, I forgot. Oh, this isn't going to make any sense if I start picking up the mirror to show her that it shows both of us, except that it shows both of us because we're both looking in the mirror. So like, hold on. I'm going to walk over here. Hold the mirror. And then I walk over to the other side.
And about this time, Desmond shows up. He's like, "Wait, you can't see!" And he throws the potato with light on it down the hole.
We can retcon that.
Capri has produced
left
the flame, though.
Yeah, you left the lit potato. Now let's not do produce
I
flame in a
picked it
room
up.
full
I
of like
picked it
old
up.
drawings.
True.
Oh, well, that was nice while it lasted. Light potato emote, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely making that now.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So she could see where we were. Which probably means that every time we snuck into town, she knew.
Definitely knew.
Definitely knew. She totally knew. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she didn't say anything.
Thing. Do you think that what Bruegel said was true?
I want to think so. I just wish she would have showed it to us instead of keeping it to herself like this.
Arlen, can you explain why you think she kept it to herself? Because you say it better than I could.
I think you two mattered a great deal to her, and that's something that could have been used against her. You could have been harmed because of who you were to her, and she hid everything. Make sure you didn't get hurt.
And if she died and it was our fault and we knew, we would have been dead inside. Which is how we die over and over again. But she didn't tell us. Remember, she said that there were things that she told us before, and it made everything go bad. This was one of them.
Capri's crying.
Do you want to take one? Want to pick one and keep it?
A drawing.
Or just leave them all here? We could just leave them all here. There's a drawing somewhere that Newt did that is of a carriage in front of the monastery, and a queen is walking out of the carriage and holding her arms out to two like little figures. One's blue and one's red. And it's a drawing that Newt did when she first heard stories from the monks that their parents were really like royal people who couldn't keep them because they were born out of wedlock. and she got made fun of for it in class, and so she wrinkled it up and she left it behind in class. And she goes and she finds that one and has to pull it off a wall to keep.
I think Capri drew one where it's Newt and Capri and Abbott Mother. And I think she's reading them a story, and it looks like a family picture. I think Capri takes that one.
I'll put it into a scroll, put it in my bag, and kind of wipe my eyes and say, okay, we need to find actually useful stuff now. We need to find useful stuff.
There's journals on the desk, right, Adam?
Yeah.
I want to flip through those.
As you're flipping through, a piece of paper falls out, and looking at it, you see it's kind of like your childhood sketches, but like a lot darker, and there's like this angry little like teal looking boy, and there's kind of little fires all around him, and it's just like the name's just scribbled in black, and it just says Reza.
Reza. I pull out the scroll that has that name in it. Newt.
Yeah.
How for the spirit thing?
Yeah.
Does that work with just a name, or do you need to know the person?
I don't know.
I take the drawing. Can you use this?
What do you want me to do?
Is this person still alive?
And it looks like a child's drawing.
Yes.
Okay. I'll spend a key point and try to find the spirit of that person and get a sense as much as I can, not just of whether it's alive, but if possible, how old or where, or any extra little snippet of information I can get.
Okay. Say, being in this place, your connection seems like a little bit stronger, and you can kind of like, you can pick up like whiffs of, not whiffs, but wisps of like Verzana, and you pick up the spirit of the person who drew this, and you can feel it in the room with you.
They're alive, but it thinks that they're here.
Reza?
I touched the vial. Do I feel something similar?
Thanks for the raid, Hitchhiker.
Yay! Hi, everybody else.
Hey. Hitching a raid. Oh, hitching a ride. I can't.
Hitching a raid.
Hitching a raid.
You're not really picking up anything off that. You're getting like like you remember Maladier and like the kind of just like
And it's not that
presence
spirit.
that you feel it kind of coming from Dez.
Does this look like anything to you?
And I take it and kind of give it a once over. And this is the drawing.
Yeah.
Do I obviously don't recognize the drawing, I don't assume, but would it trigger anything?
Peppery goes over.
No, you're just drawing a blank there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Newt. I don't know.
Damn it, Ray, you beat me to it. Peppery's gonna go over to Desmond's pack and pull out the mask.
Oh. Okay.
Is it this?
I don't want to touch it. I've never touched it.
Can Newt, like, if I like move over to like the
Yeah, do I still feel it on Desmond? Yeah, that's a good way to problem solve.
No, you see
I
that.
have the vial in my pocket. So.
You see that it's definitely tied to the mask, and I don't know if it's just being in this space or just being in such close proximity to it while using that you feel a little connected to it, and you feel a familial family bond there. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
I was waiting for it. I'm like, he's hanging on to that. It's there.
Getting Thor Ragnarok here.
That's
it's like,
why we all glowed purple. That's why we all glowed purple.
So, here's our sister who is
Our
literally
fucking brother.
Satan. Yeah, brother or sister who is literally Satan that's been kept in this mask
Brother.
because they're super evil.
Or something worse. It could be worse than our brother. There's another option.
Oh, true.
Maybe
It was a
Yeah.
child's
another
drawing.
genie and help us.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what it is. Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Everyone's a genie. We're
That's
They're
the
all
secret.
genies.
We can all go home. Case closed.
Oh,
tears up notes furiously.
oh god. Oh,
Isn't
that
the
was
mask meant to be like summoning a god as well? So like,
Some
At least it's not a
weird.
gauntlet.
Something's weird.
getting
Ah.
Zeus flashbacks. Oh,
And
that's...
now Newt's gonna have to try to explain what it is that she just felt
Mm-hmm.
in Newt language.
I predict a whole lot of.
Hold on. What?
I think it's going to be more like, okay, so like what I think it is like maybe the mask is kind of like related to us, but I'm not really sure. That doesn't make any sense. So I don't really know. But it feels like, I don't know, like maybe it could be like a brother, but that doesn't make sense. Like it's never.
I have to explain it in Newt language. I love it.
All right, let's go around the horn. We'll go clockwise. I feel like we're always going counterclockwise these days. Corey, where can people find you? What you say? Oh, what are you into lately? And yeah, how is it to get some Des backstory out?
Oh, that was fun to finally get a little bit out. So, little insight into the, history that is Carmichael and the, rivalry that's built. So that was fun. Yeah, so you can find me at Ink and Ignorance on most socials. Usually I'm over on Instagram doing some miniature painting. I'm currently doing a second beholder for a giveaway that we did for our wonderful month, which was incredibly successful and yeah, just unbelievable. So putting in my time to get that out. Yeah, and that's where you can find me, Ink and Ignorance on everything. And I'm painting lately and just being busy. I haven't had much time to do much else. Painting work. Been a dull month.
Oh, that's all. That's also fun though. All right, Doug, where can people find you? What have you been into lately? And so I guess you had a face-to-face with your real mother now. Well, not really a face-to-face, but a sighting. How's Harlan doing with that?
So you can find me on Twitter and Discord stuff at Doug88. I've not been into a whole lot lately, just kind of this stuff and getting more into Warhammer with my brother. And then so very strange moment for Harlan to kind of finally come face to face with the shell of his mother. He's certainly thrown, quite unsure how to react to that, but he knows that there's really nothing left of her there, so he's just trying to batten down the hatches as best he can.
Okay, and all right. Ray, where can people find you? What have you been into lately? And I guess kind of same question. Rain showed up there. I think you dove into it a little bit in the wagon, though.
Yeah, I'm Ray. You can find me at BidBMX on Twitter. You can also find me here every Monday with the Mind of the Martyr, every Tuesday on the Gods We Know. And you can find me in our Discord server. So if you want to go ahead and get involved with some of the community games or some of the games that some wonderful folks are putting on as well, it's been quite a few lists coming out over the last couple of days. So go ahead and jump at the Discord server, get involved. A whole bunch of lovely people in there as well, and places to share your stuff so that we can come support you as well. Tobias. Tobias, the chat with Newt combined with this kind of revelation has actually kind of given a resolve to Tobias. Tobias is very much, okay, I know where she is now. I know what I, to a degree, have to do. Now I know exactly what path I need to go on, and I need to start thinking about what's going to happen after that path, now that there's no variables in the way, kind of thing. He doesn't feel good about it being he doesn't feel good about gaining resolve from the fact that, but that's his current position. So apparently he's an elk farmer now. I don't know. That just kind of happened. I kind of dig it.
I don't know. That was fun.
Like, did they grow out of the ground? Like elk? Would it be an elk herder? Like, what would you?
Elk herder. He's a shepherd now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna multi-class into druid. It's fine.
Yeah, you're
Circle of the Shepherd, Tobias.
Playing your flute for them. I'm sure they'd be happy and running around.
I see them like dancing around, like with their look happy.
I had
elves.
a really obscure film come into my head. Home on the Range, the yodeling guy who just goes ahead and corrals all the cows by yodeling. That's what came into my head. Oh no,
that sounds right. That's canon now.
Sounds about right.
That's pretty on brand. But so it's going to be fun to see. He's probably going to have a bit more of a pep in his step over the next few sessions. I think he's going to be in a better place. That's good.
All right, Jen, where can people find you? What are you into lately? And I feel like Newt's had like a crazy up and down the past couple of weeks, so I don't. there's a lot I could dig into there. So I guess how's Newt feeling right now?
Okay. You can find me on Twitch and Discord as Jen Quixote 77 here, Jen Quixote on Discord, and I'm Quixote Jen on Twitter, QUIXOTEJEN, 1 N, not 2. Come and find me on Twitter. And I haven't been like doing as much like actually talking to people on Twitter, and I really want to. So come find me and talk to me. But yeah, you can find me on our Discord too. I'm in there talking a lot, and I'm actually really excited about how many people we've had just kind of show up in our looking for game and say, I'd like a game. And someone's like, I have a game. And really cool. So we've got our community games, but we're like there's just a community that's playing with each other. And that's the way you get close, is you role play together.
And you can also find me in Mind and the Martyr on Mondays. So like these 2 days are really an emotional roller coaster. And then starting in September, I will be Master of Ceremonies is the term for a Monster Hearts campaign, probably on Wednesdays. So it's going to be three days.
Oh wow, oof.
Yeah, but it's different when you're the GM and not the player. It's not quite as, it's different. Yeah, and the cast for that is going to be amazing. We all got to get together for the first time last weekend, and I'm blown away. I'm so excited. That's going to be so cool. And Newt, she's happy, really. Like, she had sadness about like, why didn't Abbot Mother tell us? And if it had been Newt of a few days ago, I think she would have been really stuck on that, and she would have been really mad. But that moment when she realized the difference between the Newt that could survive and the Newts that died 72 times, at least in her mind, the difference is that ability to embrace life and joy. That was just a pivotal moment for her. That was like, no, this is who I'm going to be, and this is what I'm going to hold on to. So by the end of the time in that cellar, she was just overjoyed. She was that joy from the proposal and from the wedding and from being in the Feywild and from all that just is just still building into this moment for her.
Nice. And yeah, that was a very lovely scene.
Yeah, that was a beautiful surprise, Adam. Just really, really beautiful.
I mean, I feel like I tortured y'all enough. I might as well throw in some things.
Oh gosh.
Cole, where can people find you? What are you into lately? And I guess, yeah, how does Kep feel about, I guess, she's learning, she's got a name, and she now maybe knows that Verzana didn't just, like, hate them.
So hi, howdy, bye. I'm Cole. You can find me at Cole Muriel on Twitter. You should also come talk to me. I'm trying to talk to more people, but you know, that's, I guess I don't know what I'm saying. Just come talk to me. Come hang out. We hang out in the Discord. I haven't been streaming as much, but I do hang out and do art in there sometimes. So yeah, come hang out in voice. It's a lot of fun. We play games together. And Kepri, I think I kind of feel like she's in like thinking mode. Like she's like, okay, wait a minute. Like she's very much like just like really focused on getting answers. The moment in the cellar kind of like snapped her out of that for a moment though. And she felt happy, sad, because you can feel those at the same time. Like, oh wow, like she did love us. I wish she would have showed us she loved us. But at least she did. And now this whole thing with the mask. I think that's put her back on the thinking path. I think she's very focused. She's very determined to make sure everyone gets out alive.
Nice. I like that. And I am Adam. You can find me everywhere on Adamus Lamas. And I think we got a raid lined up. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around, hanging out with us, laughing at our dumb jokes in chat. All of that is very much appreciated. And I believe we're going to raid Utopia?
Yeah. Yes.
Tight, and if I don't screw this up...
Oh,
fingers crossed.
It looks like we're going here. So, again, thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight, and we will see you next time.
Yay! Bye-bye.
Bing. And